As we enter the weekend, we are also getting closer to the hurricane season. Just 1 week to go until the June 1st and the beginning of the 2018 hurricane season. But of course, the Gulf of Mexico, there is an area of disturbed weather that may well be strengthened as you go through the next few days. It may not likely be named, but regardless of it being named, it will likely cause a lot of rain across parts of Mexico into Cuba and then eventually up towards the United States. But for us here in the Eastern Caribbean, it's mostly settled. A few pockets of low-level cloud coming through, high-level clouds streaming aloft out into the Atlantic, so conditions will likely remain fair for the most part as you go through your Friday and then eventually into Saturday. A bit more moisture is expected, especially for Trinidad, but once we get past that, we'll get a lot more sunshine to come by the beginning of next week. So for Tobago, continuing to see just occasional clouds through your night into the morning. The passing cloud is expected, especially across the hillsides, and this will likely be the places that you will find a few showers erupting, bringing some damp conditions along the hillsides from time to time. For Trinidad, a mostly clear and settled night, cool in some of those sheltered valleys. Only a brief shower expected along the hillsides after midnight and going into your first part of your morning, and that will be your trend as the day warms. You notice a few of the clouds building over the northern range. Just like Thursday, you will see a few showers are popping up, especially for eastern areas of Trinidad. So down along the southeastern areas for Guaraguari and Moruga, you will continue to see those brief showers, especially across the hillsides. Further to the west for San Fernando, mostly settled, maybe just a brief shower coming across the San Fernando Hill. So tonight then, looking at another warm night in parts of Trinidad, 25 degrees Celsius, 24 maybe in Arima, highs of 32 likely in Trinidad tomorrow, especially near the towns and cities. Now on Saturday, you'll notice a lot more cloudiness for Tobago, possibility of some of the showers there dampening most of the island. And then once we get into Sunday, conditions will begin to brighten. Especially for Trinidad, most of the clouds and rains will be the first part of the weekend. And then once we go through the rest of the Sunday and into Monday, conditions will gradually brighten with only a bit more in terms of some sunshine, especially by Monday. Now, choppy seas continue offshore in the Atlantic, but getting to a moderate chop in the Caribbean. There's about 2 meters there, and there's fresh easterly winds of 50 knots. Now, across the eastern part of the Caribbean, we continue to see some breezy conditions, especially across the Antigua, out towards the Leeward Islands, out towards the western part of the Caribbean. Continue to see a lot more rain here, and that rain will continue to bring definitely some drenching showers, especially across Cuba and up towards the Bahamas, and then eventually into Florida. So heavy bouts expected for Havana, 27 degrees Celsius there. Jamaica could also see some thundery downpours, but most of those should avoid Kingston and parts of eastern Jamaica. Now, the Eastern Caribbean will continue to see just that stray shower, especially for Dominica and for St. Lucia. Further south, only a few showers expected across Grenada and maybe up to Bridgetown in Barbados. And down towards Georgetown, still some shower spells expected as they begin their weekend. So that's your weather, and that's it from me.